Hello, welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I say this pretty much every time I play a game now because I'm so inconsistent. But it said the last time I played this was October 26th, and it is January 24th. So that is almost like 2 months exactly since I've last played this game. And we played Malik's story. We finished his story. Now we're on to Imhari, which Imhari's is like a little shorter from what I could see. I'm not sure though, because just because they have less like boxes here doesn't necessarily mean that the story is shorter. I'm not exactly sure. I really should look actually. But let me see. Because if it is the fact that it's not actually shorter, it just seems like it's shorter, then that's really gonna like throw my schedule off. But I think we should be able to do 3 parts today. So we can do the intro for sure. Then we can do bigs, because that might take like 40 minutes. Because it seems like when there's 5 boxes, it might take like 30 to 40 minutes. And Anaya only has 4. So I feel like if this is 40 minutes, this is 40 minutes. And then this is, I don't know, 20 minutes. Like that should still fit within. Oh, excuse me. But I feel like that should still fit within 2 hours of the stream. Because then these other ones, like, this is only 4, this is 3, and this is 3. Which is, like, weird. And then this one down here, I don't even know, like, if you do this once you finish all of them or what. I'm not sure if we're even doing that one, honestly. But, yeah, you see what I mean? Where it seemed a lot shorter. Because Malik's, all of his was, like, 5. Except Alonzo. Alonzo's was short, but that was a shorter story. That's why I'm assuming that it being shorter does mean that it won't take as long. I'm assuming. So the goal today is to do Imhari's intro, do Big story, and do Anaya's story. And I am a little worried to like continue, because like I said, we only did Malik's story, and I've seen some reviews where people were just like, characters that show up in other people's stories aren't written by the same people, so it's a bit inconsistent, which I am a little worried about. It's not like I loved the first gameplay that I released, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm hoping that this will be great. Let me just go ahead and get this started. I'm hoping this will be interesting at the very least, or get me in my feels or something. Oh, this is new. This is new. This did not used to always be up here. Oh, interesting. Because I knew this was volume 1, but this is like, so I guess there's supposed to be 3 volumes in total. Interesting. All right, so we're doing Imhari. Where's Imhari? Am I stupid? Wait, what? Okay, they changed us around. Where is Imhari at? Because there's Isabel, there's Anaya, there's Malik. So what's this over here? I think they changed it up. Why did they update this like this? So we're gonna have to play a different person instead of Imhari, even though the stream is titled after Imhari. Why did they do that? Okay, well that's kind of annoying. I know they had a big update in December, and like I said, we last played this in October, so it's been, yeah, like 3 months really since I've last like opened this. But looks like we might have to do Isabel's instead, or Anaya maybe. Anaya has only 2, it seems. So maybe we'll do Anaya instead. So just ignore my thumbnail and description and title for the video or for the live stream, because apparently we can't play Amhari. So we got Anaya, original croissant dropper, STEM blogger during the height of 2014, bumbler. They say blocking is the best way to win an argument, but that's just cowardice talking. All right, we're gonna go with Anaya, because Amhari is not an option for some reason. It looks like you have to complete all the other stories until you can play Amhari, which is annoying because I thought I was playing Amhari next. But all right, so meeting Anaya. I think we could do like 3 for Anaya, I think. The screen is black. You know what? I'm so dumb. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh my god. I did not switch the game capture. I didn't switch the freaking game capture. I can't believe I just did that. And I was all prepared for stream and all that. I even had like a couple minutes where I got to just sit here and not rush. And then I forgot to change the game capture. So thank you for pointing that out. Otherwise, we would have been here the entire night and I would not have noticed. But all right, Anaya, looks like she a vlogger. Welcome back to Naya's Nums, a cooking show that is a lot less cute than a title might suggest. Okay. We are slaves to the algorithm here, boys and girls. Today, we're going to be making a basic ass tomato sauce. Ooh, are we making a pasta? Because some of the questions I got after last week's penne alla vodka were absolutely ungodly. I like penne alla vodka. That is a good pasta. That is a good pasta. We really have to work our way from square one here. But before we do anything, I want to draw your attention to this. If Anaya's story is strictly about like them being some type of cook or chef, I'm gonna love their story way more than Malik's, because that would be really interesting to me to see a bunch of like food stuff. The overhead light in your kitchen sends streaks of sweat running down between your shoulder blades. Goodness, really working in the kitchen, I see. You gotta wrap this one up fast. You point a finger at the corner of your mouth with a flourish. Your hands smell like rosemary and tap water? This strange and alien marking on my face, it is a zit. Why are we talking about zits? It is admittedly nasty, but it's not cancerous. It's not herpes. I will hope it's not herpes. If I see one smug motherfucker in the comments calling it herpes, I swear to God, I don't think anybody would think a regular zit is herpes. I don't think anybody would think that. So do I. Yeah, I know you like the pasta too. I just thought I'd draw attention to it before any of you jokers got any ideas. Moving on. People keep telling me the penne alla vodka is bland. What? Are they adding seasonings to the pasta? Why is their pasta bland? I got some of this same shit on my chili recipe a couple months ago too. Listen, this is basic. Sometimes I forget that all of you are like tiny babies who need your hands held all the way through everything. Don't choke on your pacifiers while I chop this garlic. Ooh. Okay. Anaya barring out here. You wince internally. That might have been a little much. Your brand is irreverent. What? Irreverent scorn. Definitely. But you should have saved that one to run past Alex. He's your test audience of bitches who have never cooked a thing in their lives. You've got to bloom spices with heat, okay? That's how you bring out the flavor. That's why garlic always goes in first. Garlic is so great. Garlic and onions, just put that in every single meal you make. It's going to taste like shit if you don't activate it. Cooking is 100% chemistry. I know I say that constantly, but it's true. You glance at the page views. That's about half as many as you got for your last video. You don't usually check analytics while you're live. You're not a complete amateur, but you really aren't feeling it today. Hence that low-hanging fruit herpes joke. True, you do have a nasty zit by your mouth, and true, some asshole is absolutely going to comment on it, but it would probably have been better to just cover it up with makeup. I mean, it's just a zit. Like, it must be one nasty zit for you to be this worried. Whatever, it's over now. No point in agonizing over it. You'll burn yourself. You settle into autopilot, chopping and sauteing and talking the whole time. I wish we could see them making it, because watching people cook, especially delicious things, is just so satisfying. You couldn't make this tomato sauce in your sleep. You've done it many times. Throughout undergrad, you mostly lived on pasta and eggs. Look, pasta and eggs are both two really delicious things. I can eat them all the time, honestly. I eat eggs like almost every day. I had eggs this morning. Not together. Well, sometimes together. You keep up a steady stream of bullshit through the video, babbling about the weather, the pair of running shoes you busted open the other day, and the last terrible Star Wars movie. People always want to know your opinions on media, or they think they do, until they actually hear them. And then they often want to return to blissful ignorance. That's usually how it goes on social media. Screw them. Your opinions are great. The public are just weak and foolish. They will never survive the winter. You succumb to another moment of weakness and glance at the chat. Pluck your eyebrows. Oh. You do love eggs? I do love eggs. Eggs are good. But oh, we got some toxic people in here. Their name is Toxic Socks. Telling them to pluck their eyebrows. OMG, I thought I was the only one. Wow. Rude, but she needs to. Wow, that's disheartening. What the hell? The light above might as well be the sun beating down on your back. Sweat drips into your eyes. This is the hottest summer on record. Why are you cooking over an even hotter stove? Idiotic. I mean, you gotta eat, you know? She would be so cute if she tried. Oh. Goodness. You toss the pasta into the boiling water. It hisses and spits, burning the back of your hand. You want to hiss back, but you hide it from the camera. You finish up the pasta and end the live stream. Phoning it in towards the end there. Who cares? Hardly anybody was watching this one. Aw, that's sad. It's just been too hot to put any effort into anything. You signed off with a next week ice cream. Ooh, we make ice cream? I'm over here getting excited for something fictional. Or maybe just ice. Hold the cream. I'm gonna crawl into the fucking freezer and you all can come and find my body. Peace. Okay. You taste the sauce. Terrible. Nothing you make in your lives is ever edible. It's wild. Even if you follow every step perfectly, exactly how you would do it on your own, it never turns out right. We went through all that and the sauce doesn't even taste good. What? Something about the pressure of fame sours everything. You slam dunk the whole thing right in the garbage. Well, that was a complete waste of time. Your phone is blowing up when you finally get back to it. You keep it on silent through recording unless there's a specific bit you want to do, checking up on world news or reading an embarrassing reply. You have a wall of Instagram notifs. Who says notifs? Does anyone actually say that? You have a wall of Instagram notifs, a couple bitter follows, and of course, Alex has notes for you. Did we meet Alex yet? Okay, no, we did not. Okay. I was wondering if it was another character. Wow, you were really on your bullshit today. Alex Riza, tech bro, he's one of those. Anaya's manager and professional best friend. Okay. Thanks, I try. That wasn't a compliment. Well then, everybody coming at Anaya neck. And you know what? We gon' bat for them. I know I'm just all out of juice. I don't have a single comeback in me. It's so fucking hot in here. Turn on your AC, idiot. You coming on a little strong, but I guess they said they were friends, so I'm gonna let it slide. No, I will not. AC does cost money. Yeah, see, it's expensive, and I am ethically opposed to it. I forgot how long it takes for them to respond back in the text. It takes so long. One person running their AC occasionally is not going to make a difference in global climate change. I swear to you. I mean, but you gotta be careful, you know? The economy is not great right now. It barely even works. It's just a window module. Oh, that sucks. Better than nothing. You need a new one. It's not like you can't afford it. The way you could afford it, you just not get it. I'll consider it. You won't though. Not a chance. And if you try to explain why, Alex will just call you an edgelord for not one. Okay. Which, okay, maybe you are, but that's beside the point. Just the idea of turning on the AC when it's not necessary just absolutely disgusts you. Just like taking an elevator when the stairs work just as well. It's why you'll never buy pre-shredded cheese when it's perfectly acceptable to just shred your own. Does this mean that Anaya grew up poor or something? Because that's what I'm getting. You aren't a Luddite. What is that? I don't know what that is. Obviously, technology doesn't scare you. You're an Instagram influencer. You just have some lines in the sand. I'll let you know when I'm done going through the comments. I won't be able to get to it before tonight. I've got a deadline. Someone's sick, so I need to write a feature. It's fine. I can go through them myself. He looks really like annoyed by that fact. No fucking way. We talked about this, and that is one of the things you are not going to do. What are we not going to do? Wait, what's the task at hand? You signed that contract. He's right. You did sign it. Fine. What am I looking at here? I don't know. I don't know what was happening there, honestly. You type out the answer and toss the phone down on the couch. You toss yourself down after it and then struggle out of your clothes as much as you can, letting your overalls hang down loose. The overhead fan needs to be turned off while you're filming, but you slap it back on. Sign as it cools the damp patches on your neck and forehead. You raise your arms over your head so it can get your pits. You need to clean up the kitchen and yourself. You don't remember the last time you washed your hair. Oh goodness, Anaya's going through it. Initially, working from home had been such a tempting prospect, and you've been so absolutely certain that you weren't going to turn out to be one of those suckers who needs a rigid capitalist structure to keep them on task. And generally you don't. You're just pretty bad at showering if you aren't going to see another human. I mean, I feel that sometimes, especially when you're in a rut, you know. I mean, I still shower, but like, I guess I understand someone just having trouble doing it with their schedule and stuff. The combination of the heat, your bad mood, and the unappealing prospect of washing the dishes sends you into an unsettled doze. I really hate washing the dishes, so I understand. And when you wake up, you're actually even sweatier than before? What the? The nap was long enough for you to feel like your soul has left your body, but not enough for you to feel at all rested. Oh, that sucks. I feel like we're doing a lot of pointless things so far. We cooked a dish that was supposed to be delicious, but it just was gross. Oh, this is over here continuing. But yeah, wasted food, wasted that time cooking and filming for nothing, and we just took a nap and it didn't even do anything. We're just wasting a lot of things. You're struck with a very clear memory of a time in your childhood when you've been at home with a fever, sleeping all through the day, waking up to the non-committal gray light of either evening or very early morning. You asked your younger sister, who shared your room, if it was today or tomorrow, and she, comically stricken in a way only the very young can be, responded, I don't know. Your phone vibrates again and you realize what woke you up. You fumble it upright and accept the call before you even really take the time to think about it. If you'd been more awake, you would have let it go to voicemail. Hi, Mom. Okay, we got a new mom. We saw Malik's mom in the last one. We have Ayina. I have no idea, but we're going to call her Ayina. Scheduler and Anaya's mom. Why is it not continuing? Okay, there we go. Naya, are you sleeping? Huh? It's too early to sleep. Aren't you going out? It's Friday. I wasn't sleeping. You struggle upright and grope around for your laptop to check the time. Why did why did you just look at her phone? Why go and pick up your laptop just to check the time when you're literally on your phone? You can see it. Annoying that your only time-telling device is currently being utilized for communication. You can still look at the time when you're talking on the phone, can't you? Incredibly insensitive of your mom to insist on calling you like it's 2005 because she hates texting. You kind of hate it too. It's just the only way to keep in contact with anyone. How's work? I haven't watched your last few videos. I wish your audience didn't swear so much. Well, you should talk about how they was insulting her, because that's even worse. You swear. Yes, but I don't swear at my daughter, do I? Assholes are just part of the business. And I don't go through the comments anymore. I hired someone to do that for me. So I don't care what they say. Weren't we just going through the comments? You pay someone for that? A friend. He needs to work. That's nice of you. Is he in school? Why do you care? Well, he doesn't want to be a professional comment checker forever, does he? I mean, that's kind of a good point. He's in the same culinary program I was in. And he's got his own parents to get on his ass. Oh, oh. Anaya got a little smart mouth, huh? You're right. It's none of my business. Point taken. That wasn't... You squeeze your eyes shut. You're too exhausted to fight about nothing. Did you call for something specific? I was just about to take a shower. Oh, I was just going through the dire situation in my closet. I haven't cleaned it out in almost a decade. Oh my god. Can you believe it? A decade? Has she never heard of spring cleaning? Oh my god. A decade is too long. Your father always gets so annoying when I move things. Oh, I did not mean to skip that. Oops. I was wondering if you'd like me to send you anything before I donate it to charity. My things are so nice, but I'm a little too old for them. You mean like dresses? I don't think any of them would fit me. You're skinnier than you were the last time I saw you. Though, aren't you? Oh, I did not read that with the correct cadence, but you know, you understood the the point. I've been keeping an eye on Headbook. Headbook? Is Headbook Facebook? That just clicked for me. This conversation needs to be over. I don't think, just send me pictures. I'll take a look. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta nod and agree. Because at the end of the day, that's your mama. And you know, you gonna be arguing all day if you keep going. She isn't going to let it go. Better to just let her send you some stuff and then throw it in the back of the closet. You hang up before your mom can get going on another long-winded explanation of exactly why it's so important that you take all of her old shit. But if it's from like a decade ago, like it might not look good, you know? She's got a bunch of traditional clothes that you've never seen her wear, but insists on keeping, like a little piece of Pakistan wrapped up carefully and set under glass. You hope she doesn't want you to take any of it. You lay back down on the couch on the opposite end to avoid your sweat mark, staring up at the ceiling fan until you feel yourself start to go cross-eyed. You pick up your phone. You've got a new message. You really should get into the shower. Because it seems like you really stink right now. You should get into the shower. Okay, I'm going through the comments. Wow, I know I say I'm a prison abolition. Okay, yeah, I'm not even gonna try. But, my god, I want to send your Sims to jail. Let's go out. What? I thought you wanted me to do this as fast as possible. Fuck that, actually. That was a decision that Pass and I made. And Pass and I is in... Where did that leave me? That was a decision that Pass and I made. And Pass and I is an idiot. President and I is smart and wants a beer. Oh, hey, Cornell. How have you been? Thank you for commenting and joining the stream. I'm surprised you even watched the videos, honestly. But how have you been? Well, hell, okay. If you're driving, can't stand the heat. Alright. So that was the intro for Anaya. Now, when we did the intro for Malik last time, We could tell from the jump that Malik was a terrible person. We could tell. So, wait, we're starting with Yolanda? See, they changed like how everything is, and it's super annoying that they changed the order of everything, because I planned out everything and they changed it. Wait, how is Yolanda even a thing? I don't know. They changed everything. It's confusing, but I guess we're dating Yolanda again, but this time as Anaya. I don't know. I don't understand why they did it like this. I've been good. I try to watch when they pop up, but I'm in good. How about you? Oh, okay. I seriously did not know that you watched it, but I appreciate it. But yeah, I've been good too. Just trying to, get all this gaming stuff together and be more consistent with it. But yeah, I haven't talked to you in some years. Oh goodness. But I hope you're doing well, Cornell. Alex pulls up to your door exactly on time, down to the minute. He always honks when he arrives instead of texting like a normal person. You're waiting for him by the door, but you keep scrolling through Bitter for another 30 seconds to indicate you dislike being honked at, like you're walking past a construction site in booty shorts. The sunroof is open on Alex's 2001 Toyota Camry. Cigarette smoke gilded blue in the streetlights. It got dark while you were waiting. You guess that makes it a moonroof. Oh, you think you're funny saying it's the moonroof instead of a sunroof? You think you're funny? Alex leans out of the window, sunglasses pushed up and perched on a blurry mop of silver hair. Wearing your sunglasses at night, Alex pops the lock and you slide into the passenger seat. Fuck you, the sun was setting into my eyes. Where are we going? It's a surprise. I hate surprises. Oh, I know. He smacks your hand away from the radio. Driver picks the music. Alright. Is our manager our only friend? Is our manager our only friend? Right, when I saw you was live, I had to say something. And don't worry, keep grinding. You gonna blow up for sure. Oh, thank you, Cornell. Thank you. Like I said, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to go live more. So, here we are. At first you think Alex is lost and needs somewhere to idle and pull up directions on his phone. He turns off the car. You look from the sign to Alex and back again. Are you trying to send me subliminal messages? I'm not cutting my hair. Yeah, absolutely. I brought you in for a surprise makeover at 9 on a Friday night. You joke, but you did bring me to a salon at 9 on Friday. Where is he taking us? Is this a drug deal? Isn't weed legal here? Are we getting meth? What? Why is Anaya's mind immediately going to drugs? Anaya, how does one take meth? Snort it? That's cocaine. Oh, now I don't know the difference between meth and cocaine. Come on. Despite your distaste of makeover montages, you follow Alex out of the car and around the building. The back parking lot is a totally different scene. The salon looks closed, but around back there's an entrance with a wrought iron railing wrapped with fairy lights and a gaggle of people standing around talking and smoking. All of them dressed way cooler than you are. Wait, did we ever take our shower? Because Anaya was saying that they really needed a shower because they was stinky and sweaty. Did we ever take that? I'm just going to assume we took a shower then, since we're here. The person working the door greets Alex by name, giving you a brief glance before letting you inside. Oh, is this poetry? Oh yeah, Yolanda is in charge of this. I do remember Yolanda is in charge of the whole like poetry thing, because that's what happened with Malik. It definitely smells like a salon. Hairspray and bleach, but the back room has been turned into a little performance space, complete with makeshift stage and mood lighting. A girl is selling beers out of a cooler in the corner. and a couple guys in roadie black are setting up a sound system. You sit at a small round table and Alex buys you a drink. The place isn't huge and is filling up fast. You had no idea something like this was here. You don't go to salons. You haven't cut your hair in years. Also, we don't go anywhere, according to what we've learned so far. So, why would we know this exists? Do a bunch of shops in town have places like this? Is there like a fucking cabaret going on in the back of Lawn Depot? You really are being weird. I noticed it on the phone. What do you mean? I brought you to what is very clearly a slam poetry event and you haven't made one snide comment. Clearly you are fake Anaya and real Anaya is lying knocked out in her apartment. I do kind of wish... See, Yolanda was not on the list before for Anaya. And I kind of wish we had somebody else because we already like went through everything with Yolanda. And it didn't go well, mind you, when it was with Malik, but I want a different person. I want to be introduced to somebody new. You must have stolen her overalls. You are so absolutely not going to take this from this curly-haired bitch. This curly-haired bitch? Okay. I don't know what I've ever done to give you the impression that I think that I'm too good for slam poetry. When have I ever said that? Don't answer that. Your whole vibe is the vibe of a person who finds slam poetry deeply cringe. Slam poetry can be cringe, but it could also be really good. So, slam poetry is deeply cringe. Alex makes a gesture with his beard that says case in point. When did he get beer? We just got here. What? When did he get a beer? You rub at your forehead. If you were so convinced that I wouldn't enjoy it, why did you bring me? Alex shrugs. What, you thought I was going to change my Friday night plans just for you? The little smile hovering around the mouth of his beard lets you know he's joking. Dickhead, just so you know, I'm actually way more cool and open-minded now. Oh yeah? When did this happen? Just now, I decided I'm open to new experiences. I'm doing intense, referable character growth as we speak. Irrefutable. That's the irrefutable. I don't know what word I said. But, carry on. And there's no chance I'm ever going to regress into bad habits. Well, that's a relief. Like, for instance, I didn't complain when you bought me a fucking IPA. I'm drinking it, okay? I'm drinking a beer that tastes like a whole ass flower garden in the name of broadening my horizons. That doesn't sound good. What? Well, no, yeah, you deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. I was thinking some kind of cultural reward. Or like a literature award. Newbery Medal for great character growth. For drinking bad beer and participating in the corniest public activity known to man. You're a couple words from the end of your manic monologue when the lights go down and conversation cuts off abruptly, leaving you speaking loudly while everyone else goes quiet. Oh, that's awkward. That's so awkward. Corniest public activity known to man echoes out across the room like a fart in a bathtub? Okay, thanks for the visual. Suddenly, every cool person in the salon is looking at you. The asshole, the sloppy bitch in the overalls and scraggly hair, here to talk shit. You should probably leave now. You're gonna leave after that? Oh my god. Anaya's just scared of everything for real. You should probably melt down into your component parts, the liquid of carbon-based life form. Pretend it didn't happen. Laugh it off. Just laugh it off. Laugh it off. Just get through it. If you want to, I can get up on stage and say it again. Nobody laughed. Shit. You should have stayed quiet. You are not winning friends and influencing people. Oh no. Maybe we should have chose the other option. Everyone's just looking at us like, yeah, that was definitely not great. Everyone's focus shifts to the woman coming on stage, and you do not blame them in the least. She's pretty, high cheekbones, big striking eyes, a quiet self-assurance radiating from every motion. She adjusts the mic stand, shakes out her braids. Shakes out her braids? Okay. And leans in to speak. Oh, Yolanda thought it was funny. I'm assuming. Maybe she's laughing at something else. Hey, everybody. Hope it's going good out there. The light is in my eyes, so I can't really see shit, but I'm going to assume it's great. Okay, I guess she's not laughing at us. I thought we had somebody on our side, but I guess not. That gets a murmuring laugh from the audience. Whoever she is, she's popular. She does run this place, from what I remember. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm Yolanda, owner of Dispute, the salon, and founder of Jersey City Slam, a weekly free evening of poetry and music. If someone charged you a cover fee, sorry, but you got scammed. The crowd laughs again. Clearly, this is a running joke that you are not in on. Despite what you said to Alex, you do think it's a little shitty of him to just bring you to a place where he knows everyone and you know no one. I feel that though, because Alex made it seem like, yeah, we're going to hang out together, and then he took you to a place where you don't know anybody. I feel that. Not that you really have that many friends offline, whatever. All that talk about character development was just blowing smoke up his ass, but it's probably not a bad idea. You could stand to be a little more open-minded. To that end, you attempt polite focus as applause reaches the end of Yolanda's intro and the studio lights darken. It's surprisingly not terrible, definitely not something you come to by yourself and you're not sure if you come back, but the talent level here is high enough that it isn't excruciating. There's a couple singer/songwriter type acts and some decent freestyle rappers. Oh, we got the Bound Cloud rappers up in here. Even if the crowd gets too rowdy for you to parse every word, some of the poetry is good too, even if a little dramatic for your taste. Towards the end of the set, the lights go down even further. You're on your second beer, just chilling. When Yolanda gets back up on the stage, the crowd applauds harder for her than they have for anyone else. Like, everybody really love Yolanda. Like, I know she owned this place, but still, everybody love Yolanda. Hey y'all, I've got a new one for you tonight. They better not make me go up on stage. Aren't poetry people supposed to snap? Huh? You know, snap your fingers so people can hear the poetry? I don't think anybody actually does that. Wait, do people not actually do that? Because I also thought that. I also assumed that you had to snap when somebody read a poem. Well, maybe they should. We should start it. You're all welcome to snap if you want to. No, we have to snap together. If it's just one of us, not him just ignoring us, even though we brought up like a valid point. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Hopefully this one hits and isn't. Her eyes flick briefly in your direction. Oh, we made Yolanda speechless? Corny. You're back to wanting to sink into the floor. Wait, okay. I guess we didn't make Yolanda speechless. Yolanda thinks we're corny. Oh, that's not a good start. Alex snorts. You elbow him on the shoulder. You need to have a talk about what loving and supporting your socially maladjusted friend actually means, because it sure as hell isn't this. Yeah, Alex knows how we are, Anaya, I mean, and he just like Loki doesn't care. But then the lights go down and Yolanda starts to speak, and it's like flipping a switch. The audience might still be making noise. You honestly have no idea. At this point, you could be hit by a 10-foot wave and you wouldn't even notice you were wet. It's not the world's to the poem. Oh, that does not say worlds. It's not the words to the poem, though they're pretty good to your amateur ear. Dark shapes moving through a bright day and leaving no shadows. That sort of imagery. And it's not the way she looks either, although she looks good. There's something in the way she speaks, a clear intonation to her words, a cadence to her gestures. It's confidence, but it's also the opposite of that, indifference. She has something to say, and she is going to say it, even if no one is listening. So it kind of sounds like Yolanda is like the complete opposite of us. So maybe opposites attract in this. I don't know, but it sounds like Yolanda is like the exact opposite of us. If Yolanda were performing to an empty room, she'd give the same energy, the same calm assurance that her words have value. To someone like you, ever fidgeting and vamping, trying not to look at viewer counts, ignoring vicious comments from out of the corner of your eye, aware that it's only a matter of time before someone comes along and tears all the success out of your hands and scatters it to the wind, is humbling, to say the least. Her performance winds down, but she maintains intensity all the way through. When she's finished, the lights come up, you sit in thunderstruck silence as everyone else around you applauds politely. You might manage to put your hands together a couple times. There's no way you have only had 2 beers. Where's the fucking ABV on this bottle? That was amazing. Not Anaya really messing with it. It comes out breathy and squeezed. You don't think you got any air at all through that entire performance. Besides you, Alex is texting. See, Alex isn't even paying attention to us. Like, Anaya needs new friends. Anaya needs new friends. Oh yeah, she's really good. Were you even watching? What? Yeah, I mean, I've seen this one before. She said it was a new one. Yeah, well, all of her poems blend together. Well, dang. Alex kind of sucks. I kind of don't like Alex. Wow. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, she's doing like a thing book of poetry or something. You should ask her about it. Holy shit, you should. It didn't occur to you to go up and talk to her. Your everyday interaction with people is through a screen. Only way to show your appreciation is to like, comment, and subscribe. You shouldn't get pissy at Alex for not being moved by Yolanda's performance. You aren't an artist, but you're close enough to understand not everything resonates with everyone who hears. I mean, that's true, but he's just not trying for this entire night out. On the other hand, you don't want to be the only asshole who got knocked on the floor by a pretty girl saying a poem in the back of a hair salon. And oh fuck, she's coming over here, isn't she? Not the whole Disney Channel like, oh no, she's behind me, isn't she? That's just a Disney Channel thing. Hey Alice, glad you can make it. Londa. Oh, he got a nickname for her? Londa, you were fantastic. Alex's phone immediately goes into his pocket when she walks over. He might be a shitty audience member, but he's not a complete dickhead. Well, that's good at least. That's good to know. Why are you being so rude about him in your head right now? Alex is cool. He's put up with your bullshit for years. Thanks. I was a little worried about that one, honestly. Didn't think it would vibe with the room. You killed it. Oh, by the way, this is Anaya. I pulled her out of her cave for the night. Hey. She thought you were great. Oh, talk us up, why don't you? Okay. Hi, I thought you were great. I'm right here. I'm in the top one, right? Hi, I thought you were great. Yolanda laughs, looking between the two of you like she's trying to figure you out. Uh-oh. That's fine. You're an unfigure-outable? You're unfigure-outable? I've never seen anyone say something like that. But I think it's going decent so far. Because remember, we have to try not to get the bad ending. Because then we have to do it all over. Hey, thanks. She smiles at you, and you wish you had something else to say, but you know literally nothing about poetry. You can't even fucking remember if it rhymed. Wow. Before you can freak, a very tall woman walks up to your seat. Who is this? And why does their art style look vastly different? I don't know why. It just seems like, wait, like this character does not belong with these characters or something. I don't know. Hey, Yo-Yo, I gotta go. You good? Everyone has a nickname for Yolanda. One was Yonda, and then now it's Yo-Yo. Can we get a nickname? Zira, hairstylist, Yolanda's co-worker. All right. I guess. Where's Mariah? Mariah? Maybe I said Mariah. No, I think I said Mariah. She left. Needed to get the last bus. Oh, I thought it ran until midnight on Fridays. I got no idea. Maybe I misunderstood her. I gotta get this place put away before tomorrow. I really have to go. Yolanda, oh, are we gonna like offer to help? Isn't that what we did with Malik? Yolanda starts fidgeting with one of her braids. For a moment, you think her fingers are shaking, as if from fear or exhaustion, but her demeanor is so calm you might be mistaken. I've been working for 12 hours, Zira. Ugh. 12 hours kind of nasty. That's a long time. I know. But my brother is about to get off work, and I'm not gonna let him walk home this time of night. Right, of course. Go, I'll figure something out. I feel like if she already knew her brother was gonna get off work later and she had to go help him, walk home and stuff, she could have told Yolanda and we wouldn't be in this situation, but, whatever. Little inconsiderate if you ask me. It might be the beers, but you still haven't found the damn ABV. But you catch a glimpse of Yolanda's mask slipping. It's nothing radical. She just looks tired, exhausted. She looks the way you do after a day full of live streaming and tearing apart your kitchen. Before you take the time to think about it, I can help you. I knew Anaya was gonna do this, but we already did this with Malik. Last time we were here with Yolanda, we asked Malik, we were Malik, and we asked Yolanda if we could help her. This is like the same thing. Okay. Huh? Oh, fuck. Now you have to commit to it. I can help you clean the place up if you want. Why? You weren't prepared for this question. You were expecting a polite refusal, since you are a complete stranger and had only been half serious. Have nothing else to do? It's a free country, right? Oh. I don't feel like either of these options are good. Dang, I don't know. I feel like if I say I have nothing else to do, that she's just gonna look at it like, oh, that's rude. But I feel like if I say it's a free country, right, she's gonna look at it like, I don't know, like I'm weird or something. I don't know. I'm gonna pick the second one. It's a free country, right? I mean, it's not really a free country, but I guess. I'm not sure what your point is. I don't have a point, really. Yolanda stares at you a couple seconds before smiling hesitantly. Sure, appreciate it. Come find me when people clear out, okay? I gotta go small talk a little bit more. I don't know if that was like a good option to pick or not, but it already happened. It's whatever. She joins the people milling around the stage, throwing you a brief glance over her shoulder. Hey, I can't stay late enough for you to pick up chicks with your incredible room straightening skills or whatever. I got work in the morning. I'll just get an Uber? Is that supposed to be an Uber? I'll just get an Uber. What? Why are you looking at me like I've got food all over my face? Well, you've got something on your face, but I was ignoring it because you ignored me too on Instagram. Are we talking about my zit? Are we still on the zit? You elbow him. I'm not used to you being impulsive, that's all. Whatever. It's not like I have anything else to do. It's either that or sitting at home and posting. You love sitting at home and posting. Well, it's not good for my brain. Don't worry about me. You're not my real dad. You're not my dad. You get Alex to leave with a bit more coaxing, and as soon as he's gone, you wish he hadn't. You need the phone charger from his car. You're at 30%. Ooh wee. You need a phone to get home tonight. Oh yeah, how else you gonna call your Uber? Shit, you are so bad at this whole going out and doing things element of life. Why bother? You put your phone on airplane mode and wait for the place to clear out. You keep waking up your screen and navigating to bitter before remembering you don't have any signal. It's practically a nervous tick. The boomers are right. You really do be on the phone. Hey, it be like that. It's very easy to get addicted to your phone these days, especially when you have a social media presence. Luckily, now that the beers are sold out, people start to leave, and then it's just you and Yolanda in the mood lighting. She's counting cash from the makeshift bar with quick practice flicks of her fingers, stacking the bills in neat piles. Then she stands over the cash box, head bowed like she's praying or thinking or resting her eyes. You get the sudden impulse to part her hair. Why would you do that? Well, I guess she didn't actually do it, but like, okay. You get the sudden impulse to part her hair to get a look at the nape of her neck. An intensely creepy thought to have. Yo, Anaya, chill out. Chill out. Anaya, you doing too much. She straightens up, and whatever spell she casts is broken. Hey, thanks again for staying. She's back to politely energetic. She doesn't need to put on her customer service act for you. You live stream, you know what people look like when they're performing. But you don't know her at all. What are you gonna say? Relax. No problem. Is there anything specific you want me to do? Can you stack the chairs? Not too high. 3 or 4 in a stack. Okay, that's easy. Got it. Yes, I can definitely do that. You stack chairs, you only knock your elbow into one a couple times, and you only drop one twice. Did 2 bears do this to you? You are a little old lady. After you're done with the chairs, you sweep and take out the trash. Oh, we doing everything, apparently. You hate doing chores, but this is way less awful than doing them in your own apartment. Maybe because you weren't the one to make the mess in the first place. I don't know. I'd rather clean up my own mess than somebody else's mess. Maybe that's just me. Why clean up when you're just going to get everything messy again? Clutter doesn't bother you like it seems to bother most people. It drove your mom crazy. Do you have a favorite poem? Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. When did you start writing poetry? I feel like that one's a better one. So, when did you start writing poetry? Huh? She looks at you with such a strange expression that you wonder if you've committed some intense paw. Was that not a good question to ask? I feel like that's a normal question to ask. If you see somebody doing something like poetry, I feel like it's normal to be like, oh, when did you start doing that? Is that not a normal thing? Am I overthinking it? Maybe. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to make like first date small talk. I was just wondering. I liked your poem a lot. My God, Naya's such a nervous wreck. But I kind of relate to it. I don't think I'm like as nervous as like Anaya is. But like, goodness. I do kind of relate to it a little bit. Come on, Anaya, you already said that. Yolanda smiles again, looking slightly relieved, like she was worried you were trying to catch her in a lie. Oh, I don't even really remember. I've been scribbling stuff down since I could write, I think. Oh, so you've been doing it a long time. I used to carry notebooks with me everywhere I went. I mean, I still do that, but I use the Notes app on my phone too. Well, I've never written a poem in my life. I mean, I guess I've written a roses are red, violets are blue type poem, but that's it. Yolanda shrugs. To be honest, anyone can write poetry. She says it like she's had this conversation before. A lot of people must tell her about their dog shit poetry. What else do you say to a poet? Probably not everyone. I mean, poetry is kind of similar to like singing. Everyone can sing. It's just some people have more of a natural talent for singing. And like, as long as you practice singing, you can be good at it. That's pretty much every art form, honestly. That goes for every art form. There are so many people who barely have a personality. Yolanda laughs. One loud ha. She was just like, ha! Is that how she laughed? Ha! I know that's right. Man, I don't mean to be rude or anything. Like, this is a safe space, you know? I don't want people to feel like they can't come here and be their true, authentic selves. But some people's authentic selves are boring. That is true. Yolanda closes the cash box and comes over to hold the dustpan for you. You sweep up a cocktail of dust, bottle caps, and little bits of plastic. I'm gonna need people to clean up after themselves. Because why are there so many bottle caps on the ground? We used to get this one girl, pretty young, like 21 or 22. How old are we? If that's considered young. I think we're like 25. And she'd always show up and just do these crazy long poems about the same dude. He sounded really weird, like he had birds. Way too many birds. Wait, she talked about this guy's birds in her poem? God, yeah, literally in every piece. Maybe he cheated on her with a toucan. What? Anaya, why would you say such things? Yeah, she didn't last that long, but I think about her all the time. Wherever you are, Bird Girl, I hope you're doing good. Pour one out for Bird Girl. Poor Bird Girl. She was going through it. The two of you finished the cleanup, and not if you bonded over making fun of some random girl's terrible poetry. Yolanda has warmed up to you. Not that you think she just super like what? Not that you think she just super likes mocking people. It's more that complaining can always bring people together. That is true. Back in college, the single easiest way to start up a conversation was bitching about the syllabus, the professor, the long distance between buildings on campus. This is actually like super true. You used to be good at making friends. You're not sure what happened. You keep snatching glances at her while you work. Not to sound fake deep, but ever since you were a teenager, you've only been attracted to people you were intellectually stimulated by. Okay. You hate hearing how that sounds, even in your own brain. Like you're one of those sapiosexual dudes, but it's true. Celebrities, sure. You could be attracted to them for their looks or charisma, but in real life it's always been difficult to connect unless they were interesting. I mean, that's fair. It makes sense to be interested in the person you're interested in, you know? Maybe that's not weird. Maybe it's normal. You don't have much basis for comparison. Yolanda isn't your type. What is your type then? I'm curious. Yolanda isn't your type, but that's because you don't have a type. You have a list of attributes you'll pick and choose from to form a perfect human, like a Build-A-Bear workshop, but with someone you wanted to date. You mean it in a way that doesn't sound like a supervillain, though. The point is, you wouldn't be attracted to Yolanda if you hadn't heard her poem, but you did, so now you are. And now that that door is open, you're catching glimpses of her other good qualities. I mean, it definitely seems like Anaya was attracted to Yolanda the second she saw Yolanda, so I don't know why she's making it seem like the poem did it. You hope she didn't see you looking at her ass. Oh, Anaya. Anaya. She's way out of your league. You with your Instagram cooking show and your unplucked eyebrows, your baggy overalls and unstyled hair. She owns a salon. You're surprised she lets you hang around for this long. That'd be kind of wild for Yolanda to be like, you can't come in the salon, your hair is messy. That would be wild. Which is why when the two of you finish up and she asks if you want to come over to her place, it knocks you out. Okay. We're going over to Yolanda place? Look, when we was Malik and we went over to Yolanda place, that did not go well at all. We didn't even get into the house. Did we? And maybe we did get into the house, but we had to leave. So hopefully this time will be better for Anaya. But judging by how nervous Anaya is, I don't think it will go well, but we'll see. No problem if not. I just know you mentioned you wanted to charge your phone. And I live basically upstairs. Right. She's being polite. Makes sense. Well, you don't need to be home at a reasonable hour. Tomorrow is the weekend and you work at home for yourself. Which means it's always the weekend, but more depressing. Oh. Say hell yes. Yeah, get out of that shell. Hell yeah, it sounds like fun. You can't like say that and then like have this face. Like this face and this sentence do not match up. But it's okay. We had to let her know that we were excited. Yolanda's apartment is nice and looks about the way you expected it to. You check out the small stack of books on the side table while Yolanda goes into her room to grab her phone charger. Good thing we have the same phone apparently, because otherwise we would just be out of luck. It's all poetry books. Alice Walker, June Jordan, Jupiter Hammond. Maya Angelou is the only one with a name you recognize. Yeah, I didn't recognize other names either. I ain't gonna lie. Though you haven't actually ever read anything by her. She was just in the water through a lot of undergrad. Yolanda comes back in with the charger and a little baggie? Oh, we about to smoke? You smoke? Yeah, I guess we about to smoke. Not really. I used to, but I'm not actually that good at it. I don't think you have to be good at smoking. It's pretty simple. I suck at inhaling? Does she just suck at breathing? I don't understand. What do you mean you suck at inhaling? It also makes you paranoid, but you don't really want to talk about that. I got edibles actually. I don't smoke much either. Oh, you was smoking with Malik in that car though, for what I remember. Or at least I tried not to. Okay. You said before you can talk yourself out of it. Honestly, the paranoia usually isn't that bad, and it's not like you're going to do much damage here. Usually when you get paranoid, half of it comes from doom scrolling. Oh, eat the whole gummy, eat half the gummy? I feel like, okay, this is a big 50-50. If I eat the whole gummy, I feel like we're either going to get really weird to the point where Yolanda is not messing with it, or we're going to get weird to the point where Yolanda is messing with it. So, and I feel like if we eat half the gummy, there's a chance that we won't go like the full extent. You know what? Eat the whole gummy, sure. Girl, live your life, Anaya. Live your life. You eat the gummy she offers you and sit down on the couch. It's a way nicer couch than yours, and you doubt anyone has spent all day on it lying around sweatly. Yolanda puts on some music, something cool and trippy that you're neither cool nor trippy enough to recognize. She sits down next to you and notices you looking at her stack of books. I promise you I read them. They're not just there to make me look smart. Some people do that. They use books as like decoration and like never touch the books. I mean, you do. Huh? Look smart. I mean, Yolanda laughs. Oh, thanks. So do you. Hey, thanks. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Well, the nicest thing anyone has said to me today. Yolanda snorts and opens a can of LaCroix. Who drinking LaCroix up in here? Is Danny Gonzalez in the back? Oh, do you want one? Just people make fun of me for drinking it, so I always forget to offer. I'm good. I think LaCroix tastes like a vague suggestion, but you do you. But now you're really not messing with that LaCroix. See? Everyone is so mean. Yolanda would drink LaCroix. She just really seems like the type. It fits her perfectly. Whatever that type is, you're not actually sure. You wonder vaguely if you are her type, but then you reason that it doesn't actually matter. But like, of course you're not. You don't really think you're anyone's type. Oh, that's sad. That's so self-deprecating. Like, Anaya, we gotta get you right. But of course, it doesn't matter because you don't care. That's not why you're here. Fuck, you just been staring at her like an idiot. You good? Yeah, I was just thinking. It's actually super easy to make infused seltzer. Like, agua fresca. Like, just sparkling water and fruit. It tastes way better than the stuff you get in cans. Not that there's anything wrong with getting stuff in cans. I should do a show on agua fresca, now that I'm thinking about it. A show? Oh, I have an Instagram channel where I do cooking lives, stuff like that. Why don't we do our lives on Instagram? Why not like YouTube or Twitch or something? Why Instagram? You pull out your phone and bring up your page. You got a ton of comments that Alex hasn't managed to go through yet, and a couple DMs, people trying to correct your technique, calling you a bitch or offering you bad promotional deals. Oh, she takes your phone and flicks through your gallery. Oh my god, you're that Anaya? Alex has talked about you before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what has Alex said about us? He works for you, doesn't he? Kind of, yeah. He just moderates for me. I'm not like his boss or anything. I don't know why I didn't think about it before. I guess I just think of you as Naya, because you know, Naya's noms. Yeah, the name is stupid. It was just a joke. I didn't expect it to turn into a whole brand. I think it's cute. Oh, she got a little heart right there. Okay. Maybe Yolanda feeling Anaya a little bit. Yeah, that's why I don't like it. Yolanda tips her head to the side, looking at you. You don't like being cute? You shrug. I mean, baby chickens are cute. Little dogs with bows in their hair are cute. 6 foot tall Pakistani girls are not cute. Oh, girl. We gotta get you right. Oh no, Anaya. Sorry, I wasn't trying to like fish for compliments or anything. That just came out way too honest there. Just blame it on the edibles. No, it's okay. Sorry if I said something to upset you. No, you didn't. It's just, I don't know. I've had a weird day. Yolanda tips her head to the side to show you that she's listening. I mean, it's actually not been a weird day. It's been a totally normal day. I was stressed out at work. Then I went out and hung out with a friend at a social event. That's a normal thing to do, but it's kind of unusual for me. I don't get out much, and I definitely don't go to poetry readings because they're corny. You went. Apologize, I guess. I don't know. Sorry about that. I definitely did not mean to yell it across the goddamn room. To your extreme relief, Yolanda is smiling. Okay, good. Apologizing was a good choice. It's cool. I'm just teasing. I know poetry isn't everybody's thing. And it's true, a lot of amateur stuff is really fucking bad. That's fair. I worry that my stuff is bad all the time. What? Are you kidding? You're fantastic. Anaya only heard one poem. And it's just like gassing Yolanda up. I mean, I know I just said that I don't know anything about poetry, but even I can tell that. Right. I know that I'm good, but also I worry that I just think I am. Like, am I actually just like that girl with that bird fucker boyfriend? I think I'm being real deep, but actually I'm just boring everyone with my terrible emotions. I understand that. I guess my job never really has me asking that. Because obviously there's people willing to sub and donate, so I know people like my stuff. That's fair. But then that becomes the whole way I have to tell if I'm doing good, right? Like if the subs go down, I think, well, I'm not as good as I used to be. Oh, I feel that. If that makes sense. It makes sense. Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Gig economy, blah, blah. Yeah. Yolanda's hand is between the two of you on the couch. Without meaning to, you've inched closer together. Wow, okay. This hadn't been the plan, but whatever. Okay. But now you're really getting up that box a little bit. Maybe it's thanks to the edible. I don't know. Almost without realizing what you're doing, you start tracing your fingers across the back of her hand, appreciating how slender her fingers look beneath yours. Oh, Anaya really going for it, I see. This is unlike you, Anaya. Almost without realizing what you're... Oh, I already read that. Yolanda. Oh, we see a little blush right there? Anaya, they're just saying each other's names. What's happening here? Wow, you're more stoned than you thought you were. See, this is why you don't fuck with edibles. It always feels like nothing, and then like you could communicate with the squirrels that live behind your house. Oh, what? I mean, hey, I'll take it. Cause Loki getting the like kiss endings be hard. Like super hard to do. So you know what? Go for it. You kiss her before you can think better of it. She makes a brief noise of surprise before her mouth opens against yours, and she leans into you a little. As you could have predicted, her mouth does not taste like anything because neither does LaCroix. She makes a little sigh, like what? I don't know what that is. Like a shrug, and climbs into your lap. Climbs into your lap? Her hands rest on your shoulders almost politely. You try to remember why you started to kiss her. Why you even pushed the car down this fucking hill when you have no idea where it's going to go. Not that you don't know what you're doing. You've hooked up with girls before, but you can see this trajectory as plain as day. You'll kiss some, maybe mess around, and then what? It'll be awkward. You're going to fuck it up. A perfectly good friendship, and you've gone and ruined it by starting down a road you're not prepared to drive down. I mean, it's already done. Fuck, why do you always do this? Why can't you just have casual sex like a normal fucking person? You push Yolanda to the side, roughly juggling her off your lap. What the hell? Oh, don't tell me we have another story where we just piss Yolanda off. Because that would really suck. You don't have an answer for her because you don't have an answer for yourself. You thought you could get through tonight without making a total tool of yourself, but apparently even that is beyond you. You can't even make a goddamn friend anymore. Grabbing at your phone, you manage to rip the charger out of the wall and fling it halfway across the wall. What? I'm sorry, I have to go. I shouldn't have. Just sorry. Anaya, you could say more than that. No, you just laughed. You leave the way you came. Everything goes streaky, blurred as you take the steps 2 at a time, fumbling open a rideshare app. You're crying and you don't know why. This isn't even the first time you've done something like this before. Run off like someone did something really awful to you, when the only awful thing that happened were the possibilities in your head. Out on the street, you wait for Yolanda to come after you. Not that you want her to. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you desperately want her to chase you down and ask what's wrong and hold you while you cry like this in a movie. Like this is a movie. Yolanda, or not Yolanda, that's not your name. Anaya, you doing too much. You doing too much. She doesn't. God, you're so fucking stupid. That was so dramatic. You're an idiot. This edible got hands. Why did Anaya just... Are we ever going to get a good ending with Yolanda? Because this is the second time we've... this is the second time we've had a story with Yolanda. And it went poorly. At least we got a kiss. Wait, but didn't she kiss Malik? So actually, that's not even like that great. Wait, did we not even get the good ending? Oh my god, I don't think we got the good ending. Because there's no new date to come up. Wait. Don't tell me. Okay, we can skip through this at least. I was so happy when they added that option to skip through. Because otherwise, things would take so long. Is it settings? Okay, so skip to good ending? Half a gummy into a new friendship. Oh no! I should only ate half the gummy. I wish the choice you made as far as like which, you know, like the choice you made as far as which ending you get, I wish I like actually had some, you know, relevance to the rest of the story, because it like actually kind of doesn't. But let's see how long Ashley's story is, because we did one story, we did the intro, but again I was not expecting to do Anaya tonight. Oh, now Imhari is here, but Imhari wasn't there before, so you have to do Anaya a little bit to unlock Imhari. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. But let's look at the gallery to see how much we actually have left. So I thought we was working on Imhari next, because that just made sense since Malik was right before Imhari, but I guess not. So we did intro, we did Anaya and Yolanda. So Ashley looks like 3. How far into the stream are we? Oh, we're only an hour in. Okay, so we could probably do Ashley's and that'll be it for tonight. Probably, that makes sense. Now, I guess next time on Thursday. I don't know. Because Imhari's is short, Keaton's is long, Catherine's is short, and then epilogue. I don't know. I might just finish it all. I might just finish it all just to be done with it next time. Oh wait, who's after Ashley? Because maybe I'll do it extra tonight actually. After Ashley is Imhari. Maybe I'll do Imhari tonight if there's like a decent amount of time left. We'll see though. Alright, where are you? Anaya. And we're doing Ashley stories. And Ashley is a character we have not met yet. So that's exciting at least. Baking with a straight girl? Are we trying to go after a straight girl and Anaya isn't straight? I guess we'll see. Predictably, you sleep through your alarm. You've been meaning to stop doing that for a while. Like really working on getting your shit together and not immediately slamming the snooze button again and again like a reflex. You see an influencer saying shit that you shouldn't reply on your phone for that, or rely on your phone for that. You should get an old school alarm clock and put it across the room and therefore force yourself to get up and walk across the room to turn it off. But that sounds like hell actually. And it's not like you really have anything to get up for. You were up late last night, okay? Doing a normal thing, hanging out with someone at her apartment. Even if you did make a totally disastrous move on her, which maybe would have turned out okay if you hadn't just acted like a total freak on her. Okay, so I guess our decision did impact the next story a little bit. It didn't really impact the story, but it did impact the dialogue, I guess. Well, it could have been worse, because from what she told you, she wasn't that into you. Oh, she was just going with the flow, which sucks. Aw. Anyway, after getting that awkwardness out of the way, Yolanda turned out to be cool. You watched some bullshit reality TV, which typically you hate, but with Yolanda, it was fun. You get why people are into that stuff. Wait, but that's not what we did. That was part of the good ending, so okay, I guess I lied. Apparently, it doesn't matter which ending you get. It's just gonna go after. It's just gonna go from the good ending, apparently, because obviously that's not what happened. So that kind of sucks. I wish our choices had more impact. I really do. The point is, you wake up at the crack of noon, feeling refreshed and ready to plan your next live stream. You grab your laptop from the floor beside your bed and tab over to your schedule. Well, you say schedule, it's just a text document full of a bunch of indecipherable notes and dates scribbled for when you think you might want to do a video. Whatever. The next thing on your list is ganache. Ganache? 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 I don't know how to pronounce that. You could go for some. Oh, y'all gonna make me say it again. You could go for some ganache. Seriously. Are we making another pasta? Is it gonna be good this time? Because last time it was nasty. So, unfortunately, it seems you have fucked up. You were hoping to not have to leave your apartment at all today, but you already know you're out of flour. Shit. Wait, this is the day after we were Yolanda? So we have a character who never goes out, doesn't socialize at all, has one singular friend, and we spend one night with the woman, and then the next night we're going to be with another woman? Anaya going crazy. But yeah, go get some flour. Because I assume that if you don't get the flour, you won't meet Ashley. So we have to go get the flour. Flour really should be one of those universal constants. You really shouldn't be able to run out of flour. It should really be a renewable source like water. That makes absolutely no sense, but alright, Anaya. There should be a flour cycle where the flour gets used, goes into the atmosphere, and then comes back down the clouds as more flour. That that makes no sense because clouds are wet, and if flour's wet, it clumps. Like that just okay. That makes no sense to me. You really want that ganache though, so you begrudgingly change the pants and head out. You get a coffee on the way. You're feeling good by the time you reach the supermarket. The store is playing Marina and the Diamonds, and you sort of sing along as you make your way down the aisle, squinting a little in the fluorescent light. Supermarkets are weird liminal spaces no matter what. No matter what time of day, empty or crowded. Well, the baking section looks weirdly barren. Very little sugar. Absolutely no yeast. Chocolate chips all tossed around like a tornado blew through it. How does this even happen? Is everybody trying to bake? Stay focused. We're here for flour. That's why we're here. At least there is one more bag of flour. You can just snatch it up and... Oh, don't tell me Ashley took it. Instead of meeting the powdery paper of the bag of flour, you feel warm skin beneath your fingers. Uh-oh. Looking again, you find a brown hand beside yours on the bag. Nails painted a shiny pink. You both snatch your fingers back at the same time. So who got it first? Oh, did no one get it? Can I get it? Because I kind of want to make that pasta. The hand belongs to a short girl who looks, man, there really is no other word for it. She looks rough. Like you after one of your sleepless nights falling down holes on Beddit named Beddit. I guess that's Reddit. Beddit name searching yourself. Dark circles curve beneath her eyes. Their edges red and puffy. Oh, she been crying. Yeah, she must have recently been crying. Her hair is pulled back from her forehead, lopsided. Like she hadn't bothered to check herself out in the mirror before leaving the house. Oh, she going through it. Honestly, this is how you look most days out of the week. But despite all that, the look in this girl's eyes is terrifying, to say the very least. She looks at you like she can't believe that you are here, in the flesh, getting in the way of her attempt to grab the last bag of flowers. Hey, I need this. I really, really need this. I'm making a cake, okay? You swallow. You would never presume to tell this girl that she can't have her baking supplies, but actually, if you're making a cake, shouldn't you be using cake flour? The girl blinks. What? Well, wait. Are they different? I've never baked a cake before, like from scratch. So, okay. Well, cake flour is the same as all-purpose flour. It's just sifted finer. Oh, I had no idea actually. You can sift all-purpose flour to that consistency on your own, but who has the time to do that, right? And who even has a sifter in this economy, right? Man, you are babbling. You are absolutely going. What are you? Some sort of chef? I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah, actually, I am. Oh. Yeah, you was about to make a nasty cake, and we saved you. The girl's eyes widen, and she shuts her mouth. Her shoulders slump. Jesus Christ. Obviously, you should take it. I don't really need it. I just wanted to make a cake because I'm having a bad day. And obviously, if you need it for work, it's way more important that you have it. Well, she must be having like a really, really bad day. God knows I don't need any more sweets. Like, that's literally all I've been eating all week. I mean, not all week. I haven't been like this all week. It's just been a really bad day. But okay. You should definitely take the flour because you need it more than me because it's like your job. I think I already said that. She says, okay, she's babbling like how we babble, which is interesting. She says all that in one breath. You're worried that this girl might be having some sort of an episode. And if that's true, you need to get her to a professional as soon as you can because, oh boy, are you not equipped to deal with this. Honestly, you did not come out here for this sort of situation, especially considering your own mental health has recently been hanging on by a single neuron. But then she closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Sorry, that was weird, right? I think I just said a lot of weird shit. She starts to turn away, and before you can stop yourself, you do something wildly out of character. It's just not in your tool set to make other people's problems your own. Look, hey, I'm not trying to get all up in your business or anything, but because that's just not what I'm about, but you don't seem okay. No, seriously, I'm fine. She bites at her lip. The store intercom crackles to life to report a spill on aisle 2. Oh, it looks like she about to spill the beans to us. You know what? No, I'm not okay. Like I said, I've had a crappy last 24 hours. Like, your boyfriend breaks up with you and then takes your entire friend group with him? Dang. Level crappy. Oh, that sucks. They even kicked me out of the fucking group chat? Oh. Yo, they wild for that. And worst of all, this isn't even the first time that this has happened. What? This exact scenario where the person I'm dating is done with me, and then all the friends that I've made in the time since we started seeing each other leave too. Even people who were my friends even people who were your friends first, they always choose him. Oh my god, we need to get you some new friends. Another announcement. Looks like they're still looking for someone to clean up aisle 2. Wow, that's heavy. Yeah, sorry. I know I'm being extremely normal right now. Just spouting off to some stranger in the grocery store. She really needs some new friends. Oh my god. It's fine. But do I know you from somewhere? You just look familiar. I don't know. Were you maybe friends with my crappy ex and the crappy people that he hangs out with? I don't have that many friends IRL. Unless you know an Alex. Alex Reza. The girl shakes her head. Oh, maybe she knows Yolanda? Guess it's not it. I don't know. Oh, maybe she knows Yolanda. Or maybe Yolanda? Although I guess I only met Yolanda yesterday, so we really couldn't have mutual friends. The girl's making a face like maybe she does know Yolanda, but she doesn't seem inclined to talk about it. Which is fine. Because wow, you really are just standing in the middle of a grocery store pouring out your hearts to each other like this is a goddamn meet cute. I don't know. I stream sometimes, you know, like games. Oh, not us being Ashley. Not us being Ashley. Okay. Oh shit. That's what it is. That is how I know you. This girl's voice is totally familiar to you, and so is her hair and her forehead, and just all the parts of a streamer that you see when you're just casually glancing at your screen when you have their stream on in the background for noise. You've probably heard Ashley's voice more than you have heard some of your real life friends, which is pathetic. I like your Apex streams. Oh, okay. She play Apex too? Oh my god. We are Ashley. Ashley is us. Ashley really is us. Thanks. Anyway, one of us should probably grab the flowers. So she trails off as both of you turn to stare at the empty space on the shelf next to you. Oh, you look down the aisle to where a bald-headed guy with a stupid pair of muddy bikes. Someone just took it and didn't even notice. Did that old ass man just take our flower? Yeah, I think so. Looks like he can barely lift it. The two of you laugh, bonding over making fun of a senior citizen. Look, it has to be done sometimes. For real though, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have wasted all your time babbling like that. If you want, I could give you the money and you could go to another store. I feel like I at least owe you that at this point. You do not owe me that. But alright. I'll take the money though. You have no idea what she's talking about. Then you realize that she's offering to buy the flower for you. Oh my god, don't worry about that. It's not a big deal. I could just make something else for my stream. I'll do... What is that? Shakshuka? Shakshuka? I have a bunch of tomatoes about to go bad. Shak what? You've never had it? It's super good. You should try it. It's like, well, it's mostly just eggs and tomatoes. Eggs and tomatoes? Which I know sounds kind of weird, but it's great. I promise. Actually, why don't you come back to my place? Anaya, I know you was trying to get with Yolanda the night before, but the title of this chapter is something about a straight girl. I don't think you're gonna get it on with Ashley. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Huh? I've been meaning to have a guest on one of my streams for a while. Liar. And it's fun to teach someone else how to cook. It's not actually, but you suddenly realize that you very much don't want to be alone right now, even if that means hanging out with a total stranger. Well, not a total stranger. You do like her streamer voice. How do you know that I need someone to teach me how to cook? Oh, I guess I'm just kidding. I can't cook for shit. The cake I was planning to make would have turned out terrible. I bake a lot, but it's never that good. Why not just get like ready-made stuff? Like, you don't have to bake a cake from scratch. Just get one of the boxes and add an egg and some water and stuff, and like, you good. She folds her arms and tips her head to the side. How do I know you aren't a serial killer? I mean, I guess you don't. How do I know that you aren't a serial killer, you know? Not Anaya saying the same thing I said. How do I know you aren't a serial killer? We could both be serial killers. Like that Rangelina movie where they're both assassins who try to kill each other, but with more being online. Ashley quirks an eyebrow. Well, I don't have anything else to do. Let's do it. I'm not going over to a stranger house. So I think that's where me and Ashley differs, because there's no way I'm doing it. What's up? It's me again, catching up on Naya's gnomes. Snicker. What you call me? What you just call me? No comments. Save your crypt for the end, please. Yes, ma'am. We're making shakshuka today, folks. It's one of the top requested recipes on my Patreon. Which is weird since it's maybe the easiest thing in the world to make. I think maybe the cast iron skillet psychs people out. You turn to your guest, who is all suited up in a spare apron. Hair pulled back from her face more cleanly than before. Her skin tone is close enough to yours that you were able to share your foundation, which you know you're not supposed to do, but whatever. As mentioned earlier, you don't have herpes. You don't have to keep bringing that up, Anaya, but alright. First, let me introduce my lovely assistant. This is Ashley. Ashley, say hi to everyone. Hi, everyone. I literally just met Ashley an hour ago. This is 100% real and not fake. She's telling the truth. We ran into each other at the grocery store. I know by saying 100% real, not fake, she's made this sound absolutely fake. But it's real. I see some of you in the chat recognize her. That's awesome. Welcome. Glancing at the chat, it's moving faster than it ever has before. Before you went live, Ashley shouted you out on all her accounts. And the subscriptions are pouring in almost faster than you can keep up with. Oh, that's nice. We get a little bit of clout off somebody we just met an hour ago. For a moment, you lose your train of thought. You're being hit by so much intense social media clout dopamine, you don't know what to do. Anyway, let's make shakshuka. I still don't know how to say it. As you can see, it's a lot of very simple ingredients. Garlic, of course, always garlic. Hella tomatoes. I know someone is going to ask in the comments if canned tomatoes are okay. And usually I'm all about taking every shortcut you can. But this time it really does need to be actual tomatoes. And you're gonna want to take the seeds out. Take the seeds out! Because tomato seeds are bitter. So basically, any tomato is fine, but you want to avoid the more seedy ones like Roma tomatoes. Seedy. That makes a tomato sound sketchy as fuck. Seedful? Full of seeds? Whatever. Just don't use Roma tomatoes unless you want to suffer. Alright. You hear Ashley huff a laugh next to you. You aren't sure if she's laughing at your cool tomato jokes or just at you, babbling worse than you usually do. Unable to help yourself, your eyes flick to the comments. You promised yourself you wouldn't do that, but you're all unsettled from having your usual streaming routine shaken up. Holy shit, that really is her name. Ashbun? That's a weird name. Do you think they actually just what? Hello, of course not. It's just a hook. So, well then how the heck did they? OMG, what if they're dating? We are not dating. Ashley is straight and Anaya is not. You roll your eyes. Y'all need to be normal about this, please. Ashley is my guest. Be cool. You should have known people were going to start shipping the two of you immediately. Your fans are just like that. God bless them. Bitch still hasn't plucked her. Stop talking about my girl eyebrows. It's the same person too. The Toxic Socks person. The same person coming to my stream every time to tell me to pluck my eyebrows. You flush and yank your eyes away from the screen. This is why you don't read the fucking comments. God, you hope Ashley hasn't seen that. It's true that you don't pluck your eyebrows much, but who has the time? You get down to it, showing the best way to decore and seed the tomatoes before scraping them into a bowl. I've never done that before. How in the world do you decore and seed a tomato? I've never done that before. You saute the garlic. Okay, I've done that. I've sauteed garlic. Pop open the tomato paste and line the eggs up in a row. Ashley is a good co-host. She clearly has a lot of experience talking to an audience, which you knew going in, but she responds well to all your cheesy attempts at jokes and makes them better. And she turns out to be a way better cook than she had initially let on. Initially, you just planned to let her slice the bread at the end. That's all you're gonna have her do was slice some bread? But you end up being able to just assign half of it to her. She doesn't get shitty about being bossed around in the kitchen either, which you've been afraid she might. Okay, it looks like a good friendship is forming here. So that's good. Wow, I clicked that. I didn't even mean to click that. I can rewind. Oh, I did not even know I could do that until now. Wow, I have never seen this many tomatoes before in one place. Have you never had spaghetti? I feel like that's a pretty common meal. Have you never had spaghetti? She breaks off abruptly. Huh? I lost you. You say it before you remember that you can't lose her. You're in the same room as her. You can't drop her on a call. Ashley? You turn and find her staring down at the counter. At first you think she's messed something up or broken a kitchen implement and is too nervous to tell you on stream. But then you see that she isn't staring at the counter at all. She's staring at the monitor. God, is your stupid fan base acting foolish again? Then you glance at the screen. One person has taken over the comment section. God, did you forget to limit people's ability to post multiple comments? You are such an amateur. Stupid, dumb bitch, she's so toxic. Oh my god. Why are people so rude? That's why no one likes her. Oh wow. You scan it. Oh goodness. You scan it as quickly as you can. Lungs tightening up as you read. It's all about Ashley, and none of it is complimentary. Oh, they really hate her. That's so rude. In fact, there seems to be a burner account of someone with a personal bone to pick with her. It's probably her boyfriend. Well, her ex-boyfriend, I guess. It's just rows after rows of various crimes. She's abusive, she's mean, she's toxic, she's a bully, she's problematic. The person posts a link to a call-out post. Alex does his job and gets rid of the slanderous comments as fast as he can, and he bans the person. But right away, a new account signs in and starts repeating all this slander. Oh my god, get a life. Get a life. Beside you, you feel Ashley getting more and more upset. You don't know what to do. If you shut it down, this will be the second live stream that you've shut down early because of drama. Last time it was just your own personal drama that you made up in your head, but still. I mean, but she is your guest. I feel like you should make her feel a little comfortable because it is your chat going off on her. Ashley, I'm fine. She's clearly not fine. You spit some bullshit about having to wrap stuff up early because Ashley has another stream to get to. You're not even sure what you're saying anymore. Then you shut it all down. I'm so sorry about that. You're gonna think I'm a total amateur for this. I really should have made it so that you can't post with a new account. Alex told me to do that like months ago, but I kept putting it off. I'm so sorry. Ashley faces away from you. Her shoulder is shaking. Didn't I tell you that I'm not mad? What? Ooh. Why did you shut it down? I didn't ask you to do that. This is your job, isn't it? She whips back towards you, face contorted in anger. You take a step back, surprised. Look, I had to turn it off, but you're doing a little too much now. How are you supposed to get anywhere with this if you just break down over nothing like this? You shake your head. I wasn't breaking down or anything like that. I just thought you looked upset. Well, I wasn't, okay? She yells so loud that you wince, clutching at your head as pain flares up the back of your neck. You've been hovering on the edges of a migraine all day, and this isn't helping. You're not gonna be in my house after you was on my stream and yelling at me. I don't know who she thinks she is. Ashley's eyes lose their fire for just a moment before flaring back to life. See, that person in there was right. I am awful and toxic. You don't want me here. I low-key don't, but you know. We gonna go with it. She shouted so loud it rings down off the ceiling. Try to defuse the situation, yell back. I'm assuming that yelling back won't give us a good ending. Even though I would love to yell back, but we're gonna try to defuse it. Hey, do you want something to drink? You've never been good when someone was having a crisis. You're not even good when you yourself are having a crisis. Turning to your fridge, you take out 2 bottles of water and pass one over to Ashley. Her eyes are still blazing, but she reaches out and takes the water. She holds it, one hand poised over the cap without opening it. She's looking at the ground. Her volume is more reasonable, voice trembling at the edges. You realize that if she leaves now, you'll probably never see her again. And okay, it's not like the two of you are besties. You've known her for about 2 hours, but still, you don't want her to just wander out into the gloomy Saturday with that look on her face. Listen, I'm not going to pretend I know what's going on with you, or like after school special you or whatever, but you seemed pretty nice to me until that person rolled in and started being a dickhead. Yeah, you tell her. Tell her. So you can leave if you want, but don't leave because you think I'm going to kick you out or anything. Because I'm not. Ashley is still staring at the ground, but something in the set of her shoulders tells you that she's listening. That stuff you were telling me about sounds pretty heavy. If you want to talk about it, that's fine. But if you don't want to, that's also fine. We can just chill. Ashley finally pops the top on her water. That sounds good. Okay. She didn't storm out, so we're still on the road to a good ending, I'm assuming. The two of you clear up the kitchen together, tossing a half-finished shakshuka and ordering takeout instead. Why do we keep wasting food? We wasted a pasta like the day before. Now we're wasting this dish. Come on now. It's really more of a curry kind of date, actually. Alex always says that for a professional chef. You sure love ordering food. You said that for someone who works in a bank. He sure loves using ATM machines. I don't see how that's the same thing, but okay. He tells you that doesn't actually make any sense. And you tell him to go fuck himself. Your apartment has a dishwasher, but Ashley doesn't use it. She washes, rinses, and dries all the cookware before finding the places in the kitchen where it belongs and putting it away. Back when you first moved in, you'd ignore the dishwasher too. You hadn't grown up with one. Sorry for, freaking the fuck out multiple times. I just wasn't ready for that. It's okay. You take the dish towel from her and start drying while she rinses. Do you have any idea who that person was? The troll? Ashley's mouth does something bitter and complicated. I got a suspicion. No way she'd ever admit to it, though. Someone I used to hang out with who I know never liked me. Ooh. And they go through all that trouble just to say that? That's wild. And now that I'm not in that group anymore, I'm fair game, You don't know, actually. You never had a falling out with a group. You've never had a group to fall out with. Wow. That's depressing. Sorry it fucked up your stream. Whatever. They can wait. I'll record something and post it later this week. They don't all have to be live. I've been thinking about cutting down on the amount of time. What? I've been thinking about cutting down on the amount of them I post anyway. It's a lot of work. Yeah, I do a lot of streaming too. And it's about 10 times more exhausting than it should be. You smile. Ashley seems kind of high maintenance, to be perfectly honest, but also like she understands you on a level most people don't. The level of modest internet fame and a following of slightly annoying people who you nevertheless cherish. You don't think you could date Ashley. Not that you think she's right when she yelled that she's a terrible person who doesn't deserve love. She's just a little more than you could take right now. But you absolutely wouldn't mind being her friend. Also, it didn't say Ashley was straight, so I don't think you could date her even if you wanted to. That you can do. Hanging with the mean girl. Alright. I'm assuming that was the good ending. Anaya's finally making some new friends. Yeah. Okay. So we unlocked them hard, so that means we did get the good ending, which is good. Let's look at what the other ending would have been for Ashley. What would the bad one have been? We did have a choice to go to get the flower or not at the supermarket. So I'm guessing if you don't get the flower, it just kind of ends, which is lame. But obviously we got the flower. So let's go ahead and skip through this. What? Can I not skip through it? Okay, here we go. Skip to bad ending. Online harassment. Maybe this happened if you choose to yell at her. Yell back at her. Then maybe that's how you get this bad ending. That would make sense. Because I'm sure yelling at her would have just made her even more upset. And then she probably would have dipped. So. That one was short though. Imhart is 28? That might have been the oldest person we've seen so far. But we done. What did we do? We did Ashley. And we did the intro. It's now 11. Which I could do another one. Because Imhari seemed short. But I don't know. I did start streaming a little later today than I was supposed to. But let's look at the gallery. And then I'll make a decision. Let's see. So, Naya. I mean, we got these 3 done. Close to an hour and 40 minutes. which isn't bad. So we have Imhari, Keaton, and Catherine. And then an epilogue. I mean, we could probably finish that all on Thursday. That might be tough, though, to try to do all that at once. Maybe I should do Imhari. Ugh. Nah, it's probably good. We're probably going to end that today, even though it hasn't quite been 2 hours yet, but it's almost been 2 hours. I just don't want to like start one and then it ends up being like 2.5 hours, because I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm still upset that they like changed the order of it, because I thought I was starting Imhari's story today. Hence the whole title of the stream, the thumbnail for the stream, and it didn't happen. So yeah, we're gonna stop that here. We still have half of Anaya's to do, which I'm gonna try to finish on Thursday, and then we can like do Isabel and Imhari, which Imhari has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that would take 2 streams, and then Isabel has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isabel has 5, but Isabel has long ones. Look at the Isabel and Malik one. The longest we've seen so far was 5. This is 7. So Isabel's gonna have to take like 2 or 3. Isabel might have to take 3. Isabel's looks long. So we're gonna do Isabel last. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. So thank you to everyone who tuned in, especially if you made it this far. Like I said, I'll stream again on Thursday. We'll finish up as best as I can. We'll finish up what's her name? Anaya's story. But next week I'm actually trying to play a new game that comes out on Tuesday called Season. So I don't know how long that game's gonna be, but we should have some fun with a new game coming out next week. So that's gonna be really great. So again, I'll stream again on Thursday, and thank you to everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. So bye bye.